So I wanted to talk with you today about what happens after you submit an offer. And one of the big things is people sit around and they wait to hear back from the seller. But you have to understand that here in Florida, the seller is under no obligation to inform you, the buyer, that they did not accept your offer. They only have to respond to you, one, if they accept your offer, or two, they're going to counteroffer. But if it's not one of those two things, they have no obligation to reach out to you. And I understand that that's frustrating. And one way that I try to address that with my customers is when we submit an offer, put a deadline on the acceptance of that offer. So let's say we submit the offer today, and we'll say that the offer has to be accepted by the end of the day tomorrow. Well, if we don't hear anything by 11:59 p.m. tomorrow, then we know the offer wasn't accepted and we can go ahead and move on. But what if the offer does get accepted? Well, then you have to start thinking about things like the initial deposit, the finance, the financing contingency, the inspection contingency. Apparently, I have trouble speaking contingency. No, I'm joking. But you got to start worrying about these contingencies. Things like the inspection, the financing. If you have an appraisal, the appraisal. All of those things, you got to start thinking about them because the contract follows a very strict timeline. And what that means is that timeline waits for no one. It does not wait for the seller, it does not wait for the buyer, it does not wait for the realtors. So, if there is an issue following that timeline, that could end up putting you, as the buyer, in breach of contract. So, if you go into breach of contract, what could happen? Well, we'll follow that up with another video. Stay tuned. Also, if you have any questions about real estate, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I'd love to see what you're thinking, any concerns you have, so we could address them in future videos. As always, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and we can't wait to see you next time.